Users, groups, and security. Security. Eclipse SE uses an approach that combines user, role, and group identity with specific privileges. This includes permissions based around functions in administration and desktop, actions within specific cases, actions within specific batches, and the ability to view or change database fields. The privileges for managing users and groups are built into the super and case administrator roles. Super administrators can perform all user and group management tasks. Case administrators can perform user and group management tasks that apply to their cases. Planning your security approach in advance will allow you to streamline the process of assigning users upon new case creation. Be sure to familiarize yourself with administration security by going through this learning module and the My IPRO Help Center. Evaluate roles and privileges to determine what best fits your organizational needs. You can add and remove users and groups at any time. Users and groups. Users are individual members of your organization who are defined in administration. Users may be reviewers who will tag, annotate, and redact case documents, attorneys or other specialists who will review specific aspects of a case, for example, financial data, and anyone else who should have access to the case in desktop review. Users are able to open only the cases or review batches to which they are assigned. Users can be assigned as individuals or members of a group. The tasks a user can perform are based on their role and assigned privileges. When a user is first defined in administration, the default standard user or view-only role is assigned at the system level. Administrators adjust user privileges as explained later in this lesson. Users who will share specific tasks, such as tagging duties or the review of a particular case, can be combined into a group. Define the privileges for all group members by defining them for the group, and assign the group to cases or batches as needed. Groups allow case activities to be efficiently managed and monitored. Roles. A role is defined as a set of privileges. Users and groups are given one of four roles: standard user, power user, case administrator, or super administrator. The default standard user role has view-only privileges and cannot edit or tag and review. Administrators may add additional privileges to this user role and customize privilege settings. Power users have almost all viewer rights and edit rights with the exception of a few, such as adding transcripts. Case administrators have all viewer and administrative privileges with the exception of creating a new case. Super admins have all privileges. Privileges. Privileges are specific permissions to perform particular activities in administration and desktop. By default, each role has a specific set of privileges that a user or group will inherit when a role is selected. Super administrators can change any user or group's privileges, while case administrators can only change privileges for users and groups assigned to their cases. Privileges have meaning only if users are assigned to specific cases or batches. Each user, whether as an individual or as a group member, can only open those cases or batches to which he or she has been assigned. In addition to the privileges given to an individual user or group, roles and/or specific privileges can be assigned at the case, review pass, or data field level. Case-level security involves defining which users will be allowed to open a case and their privileges when working in the case. Review pass security involves defining which users are assigned to batches and what privileges they have while working within each batch. Database field-level security also exists for cases. By default, most fields in the database can be viewed and changed by anyone assigned to the case. As needed, the super or case administrator can set individual field-level security for a case at the group or user level. By default, individual functions in Eclipse SE are available to users as allowed by their base security. At times, it may be necessary to secure individual functions. For example, you want all of your users to have access to reports, but one specific report needs to be limited to the case administrator group. Access to this report can be secured in this way. This security will take precedence over other security settings. Case management uses the following privilege types, along with the security determination flowchart shown later in this lesson, to determine which privileges will apply. The following table lists privileges governing privilege types. This flowchart demonstrates how case management determines which privileges to use when a user has been assigned to a case or review pass. When the user is assigned in more than one way, the following criteria are used to determine which privileges the user will have. For instance, Karen belongs to Group Med Mal, which has a standard user role with report privileges added. She is assigned to the N. Ray J. Brown case as follows: directly with the case user role of the case administrator, and as a member of Group Med Mal. The result is case user privileges always take precedence. Therefore, Karen will be a case administrator. In this example, Andre's case user privileges take precedence, giving him less privileges than Group PI. Again, case user privileges take precedence. Thank you for attending.